Good afternoon and welcome to the Marine Mammal Stranding Center Facebook Live. My name is Michelle and I'm coming to you live from the Marine Mammal Stranding Center Intensive Care Unit. So it's been a week since our last patient update and a lot has changed here in the ICU. We have two new patients. I'm going to introduce you to the first new patient. This seal right here is a male gray seal. This male gray seal stranded in Seabright last week, actually last Friday, and he was resting on the beach. He got pretty far up the dunes, which is something that gray seals typically do. So he was right up in the dune area, kind of along the snow fencing. Fortunately, because the seawall is so tall there, he didn't make it any further. But this guy was picked up because he's a little underweight. He weighs about 35 pounds. As I said, he's a male gray seal, so he's different than the patient that we've been updating you on. We have a harbor seal as well that you guys know about. So this guy's doing really well. He actually started eating on his own pretty quickly. So he is doing pretty well for us, and here he is in the ICU recovering. So this is... And as you could hear, the gray seals are a little bit different than the harbor seals. The gray seals are quite vocal, so that is one of the differences with the gray seals. Sometimes you could hear them when they're on the beach as well. Also, the gray seals, if you look, his nostrils form a W shape compared to the harbor seals you guys are familiar with seeing on our Facebook page. They form more of a heart shape. But anyway, this guy is doing well for us right now. So we're going to pop over to introduce you or update you on his neighbor in Pen A. So Pen A is the seal's been here for a couple weeks now, and this is the harbor seal that's stranded on Christmas Day. And you'll notice he's actually given us a great view of that wound right there. So he had a very large laceration on his left hip from a shark bite, and then he had other lacerations on his right side. And as you can see, the left side is pretty much closing up like a zipper at this point. And the right side, those wounds are very much healed right now. You can't really detect them so much right now. So we're really happy with how this wound is closing up. As you can see, it was open quite wide just even a week or two ago, and every day it fills in and gets better and better. So we're really happy with the progress of this harbor seal. His windows right now are all covered in water because as he's feeling better, he's getting very active. You can kind of see, giving you a good shot of the wounds on the other side of his body that are healing. So he splashes a lot in the water and swims around and is in and out of the water. So his rehabilitation is progressing well. And he will soon be moved from the ICU to the pool in the coming weeks. So that'll be the next step of his rehabilitation, to start building up those swimming muscles. So again, just popping in from the seal from Christmas Day that had stranded in Surf City. And the newest patient, or pop in again and say hi to Pen B as we go by. The newest patient is a gray seal that also stranded very late Friday night, early Saturday morning. This is a female gray seal, so the big thing you'll notice right away is how tiny she is. She stranded in Point Pleasant Beach. The story with her was she was found by a jogger at around 10 o'clock at night on the sidewalk. We suspect what happened was there was a lot of flooding. It was during the coastal storm last week, and she was close to Lake Louise. So we think what happened was when Lake Louise flooded, she actually was able to get up over the bulkhead and kind of washed into the neighborhood. So thankfully the Point Pleasant Police Department kept her safe until we arrived, because then at a certain point she made her way into the middle of the road. As you can see, she's really little. She's about 27 pounds, so she's even smaller than the male gray seal that came in earlier that day. She's very thin, and she's still covered with a little bit of her white birthing coat, lanugo. So you'll notice that she's in a dry pen right now because she's so small and thin and weak. She just gets supervised time in the pool. So we'll fill it up a little bit, just enough for her to swim a little bit. and then we drain it back down, because right now she's really too weak to give her a full pool, because we're not sure if she gets too tired if she would be able to haul out or not. So she gets supervised swim times. She right now is not eating on her own, so the technicians are still assist feeding her fish, and they are also tube feeding her a mixture of formula and electrolytes to help keep her hydration up too. So we're keeping a very close eye on this girl. Right now we would consider her condition guarded, and we'll know a little bit more about her prognosis in the days ahead. But we just wanted to introduce her to you really quickly, and we're going to let her get back to her nap. So we want to thank you guys. Everybody's been really supportive on Facebook, sharing the stories of these 3 seals. We want to thank everybody that's shared the stories and has sent in a donation to help. Every little bit helps. We've had a lot of people also purchasing items off of our Amazon wish list, so we want to thank you guys so much for doing that as well. And with the weather coming, we have a storm coming tomorrow. We're just reminding you that it's not uncommon for seals to be on the beach. They do need to be on the beach, haul out, and rest so they could replenish their energy stores after hunting. So also when the waves are rough, you know, it tends to wear them out a little bit more. So if you do happen to see a seal on the beach, please stay at least 150 feet away from it. And give us a call on our hotline, 609-266-0538, so that we could check out the seal and make sure that it's healthy and doesn't need our help. So we want to thank you guys for joining us during our Facebook Live today. We hope you have a great day. Stay safe and warm, and be careful in the weather tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.